Chers spectateurs, nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Chym.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And the shot!
And again! Oh, it's hit the post!
And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Nice sequence of passes this. Luis Suarez! And that's a tidy finish. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So they have it all to do. It's Nedved!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Nedved clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Cameroon have the chance to go the other way. Ferdinand. Here's Nedved, and it's Luis Suarez. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Maldini. Vieira. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And this is Ronaldinho. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. Nedved. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Cruyff. Davids. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted. And it's Varane. Luis Suarez. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Nedved. Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Vieira. Oh, that's well spotted. Davids. Now it's Ronaldinho. And it's Zanetti. And here's Ronaldinho. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ronaldinho. Cruyff. And that's gone loose. Davids is wide and looking to get onto this. Now it's Ronaldinho. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Looking for the run. And this is Hullet. That's the keeper's ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Vieira. Nedved. Now it's Messi. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Ronaldinho. Vieira. And Mateus. And he's got away from him. He's had a shot!
And that's a sharp finish. Into the lead once more.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Oh, there's a probing ball. Gullit might just make this. Vieira is the team's great visionary. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
This ended up in no man's land. That is good alertness.
Cruyff. Zanetti.
That is good strength.
It's out for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And this is Gullit.
Vieira. Now it's Luis Suarez. And that is the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Cameroon are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And so the action is resumed. Rafael Varane. Now he's off and running. Vieira. And it's Thuram. Messi. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ronaldinho. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. And he's had it nicked away. Maldini. And it's Vieira. Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos gets on his bike and on the move. Now it's Messi. And this is Luis Suarez. Ronaldinho. And that is exemplary defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos. Gullit! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Messi. And this is Luis Suarez. Can he get onto this? No, that's been intercepted. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Pepe calmly anticipates. Messi. Looking tidy in possession here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Messi. Vieira. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Cruyff.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Nedved. Mateus. To Thuram. Mateus. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Roberto Carlos venturing down the left. Zanetti.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos touches it back. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, good take in a good area. It's a goal kick. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And this is Cruyff.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Looking to play him in. And this is Messi. He's picked his way through.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Couldn't squeeze it through. He came in hard, very hard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Vieira. In with the challenge. Into the last 5 minutes. And they can counter here.
Cameroon really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Davids, very much into the last knockings. Well read, nice interception. And it's Roberto Carlos. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real...
Chers spectateurs, nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Chym.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started.
Barcelona really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
And this is Luis Suarez, and he cuts out the supply. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game.
And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And there is your opener. That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Cameroon finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Roberto Carlos gets over and intercepts. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Bullish header! And it's in! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Vieri, and he's being shifted off it. Vieira is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Threads one in. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That's a little off target. Played out towards the right wing. Luis Suarez. Edmilson. Vieira. And they can counter here. Zanetti. Nicely shaped ball. Look at the space here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Maldini. And this is Nedved. Oh, he's been caught napping. Quality ball. Roberto Carlos. Thuram. And it's Nedved. Varane kept his eye on it, and he's there. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And this is Luis Suarez. Vieira is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Cameroon have got it back, and they'll have another go. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Ronaldinho is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That is a brilliant interception. Nedved. Ronaldinho. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Mateus. Mateus! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back on the way.
Cameroon really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Vieira. Nedved. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Edmilson, it's just beyond his reach. Pepe gets the foot in and wins the ball. Played out wide. Zanetti. And it's Messi. He's having a pop! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Vieira tries one from range, and it's hit the woodwork and out. No way through. Mateus. 60 minutes played. Ferdinand. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And it's Messi. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And this is Luis Suarez. And this is... Great chance! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And this is Hullet. That is good alertness. Messi. Nedved. Oh, super find. He is through here. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Changement pour le FC Barcelone.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Pour le remplacer, le numéro 11.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And he's in on goal. Nedved receives it in a wide position.
Changement pour le Cameroun, le numéro 10.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Knocks it into space, and he was quick to react. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Vieira. Cameroon do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Mateus. Nedved. And this is Messi. This looks promising. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, good take in a good area. Vieira.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Zanetti. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. Now it's Messi. Goes forward. And it's Nedved. Rummenigge. Messi. Short changes him with that pass. Not the most accurate pass. Vieira. Great vision. And he's having a shot! Well, it's fabulous! A finish of true class!
Après 89 minutes de jeu.
Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Cameroon give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Now he's off and running. Zanetti. Pinches it off him. So that's it. It is all over. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had...
Chers spectateurs, nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue.
Hello and
pour ce
welcome
match.
one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Chym.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off. Now it's Hullet. And it's Davids. Chips it through. Cruyff. Davids. There's alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Varane picks it up from the goal kick. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. Nedved. It's Nedved! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Cameroon are already chasing the game. He's had a shot! And no mistake. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
That's been slipped through. And a header! And that's a sharp finish. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Cameroon with the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Always onto this. Real chance! Ferdinand clears without hesitation. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Suarez. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Floated through. And this is Messi. No way through. Oh, what has happened here? Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Nedved. That is a brilliant interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Maldini threads one in. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Ronaldinho. Davids could move up a gear here. And it's Nedved. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! And it's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Tries to pass it through. Now there's a... And the shot! There Cruyff!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? They've got to make this nice and quick.
Can he get it through? That's a lovely, neat pass. Maldini venturing down the left. Thuram. And this is Cruyff. Messi. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Czech. And that is the end of the first half. The midway point of the game.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're off again.
Cameroon can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
This is a promising build-up. Picked out brilliantly. Pepe cuts out the pass. Now it's Hullet. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Goes down, but nothing given. Thuram. Mateus, the man that is tenacity personified. Nedved. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Roberto Carlos. Zanetti. Nedved. And Mateus. Cameroon really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. And here's Messi. Cruyff. That has been cut short. Vieira. Zanetti looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Zanetti. Messi looking understandably energised. Can he finish? And there's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So again, we have parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's a promising position. Nice control. Mateus. And this is Nedved. Cameroon have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Rafael Varane is a perfect combination of... It's Roberto Carlos! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Numéro 19, Luis Suarez. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 11.
Now it's Nedved. Knocks it into space. He's got away. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Roberto Carlos. Vieira. 75 minutes played. Now it's Ronaldinho, looking to play him in. Rummenigge.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Davids. Plays the ball back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Cruyff.
Cruyff clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Cruyff simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Messi, le numéro 14.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Le numéro 22, Ronaldinho.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Out towards the flank. Thuram. That is lovely. Mateus. Oh, good-looking ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 8, Roberto Carlos. À sa place, le numéro 8.
This looks promising.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good take in a good area. Rummenigge is flagged offside. Nedved can see things, others simply cannot. He's found a way through. Now that looks a decent ball. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. Well, still no winner, Chym.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner. And extra time is next.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 23, Javier Zanetti.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
Vieira. Le numéro 15, Raphaël Varane.
And they've got a throw.
Le numéro 26, à leur place, le
Intercepts the
numéro
throw.
10,
That's well read.
le numéro 20,
Pelé.
le numéro
Neither of
11,
these two want to come
le
off
numéro
second
10.
best. Mbappe. Edmilson. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Bergomi. Now it's Mbappe. Back where it came from. Davids. That's Nedved. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Ronaldinho. Van Bronckhorst. Oh, easy pickings there. Rummenigge. Ronaldinho. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Van Bronckhorst. And here's Hullet.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's well spotted. O'Shea. And it's Ronaldinho. Van Bronckhorst. Rafael Varane. Lahm. Aimed beyond the defence. Lahm. Now that's well seen too. Gullit going after that. And the shot's on here. It's Ronaldinho! And that is an energetic end to the first period of extra time. What a grandstand finish, and how different the outcome might have been. Well, no question, the will exists to try and win it, but limbs are tired, options are depleted, and time now is short. And the action has already restarted. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? And here's Baggio. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. O'Shea. And Van Bronckhorst. Van Bronckhorst running with intent. Van Bronckhorst.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Ronaldinho! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Hangs in a cross. Roberto Baggio. Iniesta, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And it's Nedved. Nedved really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And here's Gullit. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rummenigge. The whistle's gone, and the game is over. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Gullit voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we...
Chers spectateurs, nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Chym.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things already rolling. It's Luis Suarez! Sensational from Suarez!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it. He's had a shot! Cross deflected behind for a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Ferdinand clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get free. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Barcelona are now luxurious. Oh, he's having a go! Messi! Genius! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Ronaldinho. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, just skips past it and he shoots! Oh, got to be quick to recover this. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Nedved. Ambitious ball here. Thuram calmly anticipates. Ferdinand cuts it out. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, that's Ronaldinho! And he's stuck it away. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
Chance! Oh, he's hit the bar! Maldini is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. No, he's not getting past him there. Now this could be... He's having a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Zanetti. And this is Cruyff. He's got away. Tries a shot! And no mistake. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Cameroon cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Nedved. To Thuram. Varane gets across to intercept that. Oh, it's Ronaldinho! Oh, that pass isn't the best. Played out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. That is good strength. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Ronaldinho. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's Mateus! He's big, well taken goal. Suarez duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Barcelona go up by 2 and are looking good.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Now it's Cruyff. And it's Zanetti. Zanetti. And this is Hullet. Cruyff.
Well, he's...
And it's half-time. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Chers spectateurs, je vais vous demander de souhaiter un excellent anniversaire au gardien du stade.
So, into the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Cruyff. Zanetti. Vieira. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Looking for options for movement. Hullet gets flagged offside. That's a little off target. Vieira. And it's Messi. Wriggles his way through. And it's Vieira. Roberto Carlos. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Messi. Zanetti.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Now it's Messi. And this is Luis Suarez. Now he's running away. And this is Ronaldinho. He's good running with the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Davids. And it's Vieira. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. It's played through for him. Oh, super. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Pepe. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cameroon are looking to go forward now. No luck with that dink over the top. Vieira is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, strongly challenged there. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Davids. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He'll try from distance! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
And here's Hullet. And it's Vieira. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ronaldinho. Now it's Messi. Nedved. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Zanetti. Here's Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Messi. Davids. Messi thinks about the shot. Ronaldinho. Nedved. And this is Luis Suarez. And it's Thuram. Vieira. That's Thuram. Mateus. Vieira. Now it's Messi. Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Suarez. And this is Ronaldinho. Messi looking understandably energised after his goal. Vieira. Nedved. Varane wins the duel this time. Messi. Zanetti. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Cruyff. And here's Messi. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff's cross. And he's managed to get rid. Mateus. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he's lost his man here. Ronaldinho. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Really well played, he read that perfectly.
Ronaldinho had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I think it's good he took the upper...
And